Hello, how are you? We already know that lemon is a fruit closely associated with health, right? Many people use lemon in the morning, in lemon water, in salads, in juice, in recipes, and even in weight loss strategies. But many people use lemon the wrong way, and this can be harmful to your health. Today I'm going to tell you what precautions you need to take so that this fruit really only does you good. Stick around until the end because you won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you if you have the habit of consuming lemon daily. I know there are people who religiously drink lemon water, a lemon shot, a lemon drink, or if lemon is something you have only occasionally, like other fruits as well. Write to me in the comments. I'd love to see your comment. If you can, go ahead and like the video. This is really important for me here on the channel. And if you know someone who drinks lemon every day or really likes lemon, share this video to help them too. Lemon is truly a very healthy fruit. Lemon is very rich in vitamin C, which is essential for several functions in our body: immunity, collagen formation, skin, joints, even our bones, blood vessels, and body tissues benefit from improved collagen production, which the vitamin C in lemon can help with. In addition, it has that antioxidant effect as we know. It helps to neutralize free radicals. It also helps because of its phytochemicals, like flavonoids, which are associated with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant actions. That's why, as I mentioned, it's often linked to improved immunity. And many people have the habit of consuming lemon daily. Sometimes people say, I want to improve my kidneys too because of the citrate in lemon. I'm going to start adding lemon to my daily routine. But they start doing this in the wrong way. Sometimes they're even looking to lose weight, wanting to counterbalance the excess fat they've consumed, and they think lemon can help. So let's talk more about all of this, what some of the issues are, and how you can consume it the right way. The first mistake many people make is saying, I'm going to start taking lemon every day. They take a lemon, squeeze it, put it on a spoon and take it straight, or put it in a glass and take a shot of lemon. Sometimes they add lemon, turmeric, some powdered things, spices, and they take the lemon like that. The problem is that it's not going to be diluted, and we know that lemon has a very low pH. So this extremely low pH of lemon is acidic, vitamin C is ascorbic acid, citric acid. So because it contains some acids in its composition, and due to its very low pH, it can harm your stomach, your esophagus, and even cause other problems that I'll talk to you about later, like oral health issues. So ideally, you should never take lemon without diluting it, without adding it to a large glass of water, or as the base of a more diluted green juice with other ingredients. Ideally, you should never take it by the spoonful directly into your mouth because since the pH is very low, it can harm your body. The second mistake is still somewhat related to this pH issue, but it gets even worse when you combine lemon with vinegar. There are people who want the benefits of water with lemon, want the benefits of apple cider vinegar for weight loss, for insulin, for satiety, and say, so I'll just take both together. Ideally, you shouldn't do this because both already have a very low pH. So when you combine two very acidic ingredients, you further increase the risk of disrupting this pH balance, and you put a lot of strain on the mucosa, the esophagus, and the stomach lining. The esophagus is not prepared for an acidic pH. Unlike the stomach, which is more protected by mucin, the esophagus doesn't have these specialized cells or the mucus secretion that the stomach has. So, be careful with these very acidic, highly concentrated drinks. Choose one or the other and always dilute them to avoid any problems. Another very common mistake has to do with the oxidation of vitamin C because we know that lemon is very rich in vitamin C, citrus fruits usually are. And we know, as I told you before, that vitamin C is an antioxidant, but since it is an antioxidant, if you cut the lemon, squeeze it, make juice, it comes into contact with oxygen, and when it comes into contact with oxygen, it will oxidize. And then by oxidizing, it will lose part of the beneficial effects related to its antioxidant properties. So be careful. If you cut a lemon and store it in the fridge to use 3 days later, it will likely have lost a significant amount of its vitamin C content over time. Be careful if you make juice and save it to drink later that day or the next day because the vitamin C will also oxidize. Be careful if you, for example, make a dressing in the morning and take it to eat at the office in the afternoon. That dressing was sitting there, oxidizing in the fridge as well. The ideal way to use lemon is to always squeeze it and consume it right away, so you don't lose this important vitamin to oxidation. Also, be careful if you're going to expose it to high heat, like baking in the oven or even in a pan. You'll still get other interesting bioactive compounds, but if your focus is vitamin C, that's not the most optimized way to use it. Another mistake has to do with oral health, as I mentioned to you. And this is a very serious mistake related to the health of your tooth enamel. Since lemon has a very, very low pH, when it comes into contact with your teeth, it can cause temporary demineralization of the enamel, which means the enamel becomes momentarily more fragile. And what happens is that sometimes people drink lemon water or take lemon by the spoonful, which you won't do anymore, I know, since I've already explained to you that you shouldn't. And then they think, I'll just get rid of this, and brush their teeth immediately afterward. At that moment, the enamel is weakened, it's vulnerable, and this abrasion from the toothbrush can even remove part of the enamel. So ideally, you should avoid this dental erosion and do the following. You can rinse your mouth with plain water afterward and wait about 30 minutes before brushing. This is a good amount of time for the pH to return to more normal levels and for the tooth to regain its resistance so that you can actually brush your teeth. Another option could be to drink with a straw. That way, it doesn't come into as much contact with your teeth and it already offers some protection. But still, you should rinse your mouth afterward, wait 30 minutes, and then brush your teeth. Another mistake, which is also very dangerous, is handling lemons and then going out in the sun. We know that lemon can cause a significant reaction on the skin. It contains substances that, when they come into contact with the skin and then the skin is exposed to the sun, can cause phytophotodermatitis, which can lead to inflammation, burns, blisters, redness, discomfort on the skin. It can stain the skin. So ideally, if you've handled lemon, before exposing yourself to the sun, you should wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water, or wash the part of your body that came into contact. Sometimes it spills, right? If you're making juice and it spills on your leg or arm, or splashes and you don't notice, be careful with that because it can stain your skin or even cause a burn. Another problem happens if you're going to make a drink or any cocktail with lemon. Drinking directly from the glass without a straw and getting the rim of your lips wet and not realizing it's happening. It can stain your mouth. Some people actually end up with marks, so be careful with that as well in the same way. Preferably, if you're out in the sun and going to have a drink with lemon, use a straw. And if that's not possible, wash well with soap and water afterwards and wear a hat, sunscreen, and everything. Another mistake is not paying attention to your body's signals and not considering possible gastric sensitivities, the digestive tract issues you might have related to consuming lemon. Some people say the ideal is to drink lemon in the morning on an empty stomach for it to be beneficial. It's not necessarily required. If you want the benefits of vitamin C and bioactive compounds from lemon, you don't have to drink it in the morning or on an empty stomach. Drinking it right after lunch or at any other time of the day with your stomach lined won't make it lose its effectiveness, and it might actually be an easier way. This can help protect your stomach. There are people who drink it in the morning and have no problems at all. And there are people who drink it in the morning and start to feel sensitivity, stomach pain, discomfort, or even nausea because it becomes very acidic. So pay attention to the signals your body gives you, especially if you have heartburn or reflux. And pay attention as well because these general guidelines don't always work for everyone. We don't have a one-size-fits-all recipe. Also, be careful not to think that drinking lemon water is some kind of miracle. It's not super amazing and a free pass for you to eat whatever you want. People think, I'm drinking lemon water in the morning, so I don't need to worry about my diet, about exercising. I can sleep poorly. I can drink a lot of alcohol. This will help me lose weight anyway. That's not how it works. It's not miraculous. It can help you in indirect ways and can help you, especially when it comes to health. But you have to keep helping the lemon help you. You need to keep eating well, maintain a healthy lifestyle. Even for immunity and overall health, you need to have a solid foundation in that regard. Lemon by itself is not a free pass for you to neglect other important areas of your quality of life. Another mistake people don't realize is that depending on the medication you take, it can interfere with the rate of absorption of the medication itself. So some blood pressure medications, some cholesterol medications, and some heart medications can interact with these bioactive compounds in lemon. So ideally, if you already take any medication, you should ask your doctor whether it has to be taken only with pure water or if it can be taken with some other juice or a lemonade if you prefer. Some people have more difficulty, sometimes even because of the taste of the medication, and want to drink something with it. In that case, check whether it's a problem or not. And if you have any specific health condition and are unsure whether you should consume lemon or not, talk to your nutritionist or your doctor there in your city. Remember that this video is for informational purposes only. Always remember that the ideal is to take medications with pure water and leave drinks and juices or anything else you enjoy for the taste for separate moments. The last mistake has to do with cleaning the lemon peel because many people want to put lemon peel in drinks, want to use it in recipes, sometimes want to have a soda with a slice of lemon, even at restaurants, and forget that it needs to be cleaned very well. The lemon peel, it obviously came from the lemon tree, right? It may have come into contact with pesticides, bacteria, coliforms. So like any food you're going to eat raw, you have to clean it very well. That way, you know you're really just getting the benefits of the lemon peel and not contaminating your body. Let me know down below if you noticed any mistake you made or something you're going to change today. I'd love to see your comment. Remember to like the video, that's really important to me, and to share it with anyone you know who will enjoy it or who needs it. Let's expand this chain of kindness. That's what I want here on the channel. See you next time. Bye.